Okay, so every day we will do some part of HTML and CSS, some part of the JavaScript, some part of PHP MySQL, and we will also do live project. In the live project, we will do PHP MySQL project. We will do some projects in the React.js, and we will do some projects in AngularJS, and we will do some projects in jQuery. So this is our menu for now. Maybe in future we may get more JavaScript frameworks. We will add those frameworks in our project list. So let's start with the HTML CSS. Since we did installation in the Bash computer for some time, so let's do little fast today for the HTML and CSS part. Today we will see in the CSS part. Let's start with the CSS. Today we will see in the CSS height and width of the object. Height and width of a div tag. So to show, so let's say if you are making a div tag, you are making a div tag. So this is a div tag. It starts with div tag and ends with a div tag. Let's open it in the Dreamweaver. I will create a new file. Let me create a new folder. Maybe I'll say learning, and inside the learning I'll create a new folder, CSS, and also I'll create a new folder, JavaScript. So I'll create a new file in the CSS, 1.html. I am in the 1.html. You will see the code of my HTML page. This is HTML4. Nowadays HTML5 has come. Since this Dreamweaver is old, that's why it automatically creates the HTML4 version. Later on we will convert this HTML4 to HTML5. So don't worry, even if it shows HTML4. Later on when we do the HTML5, we will change some code here so that it becomes HTML5. For the Abash or the newer version of Dreamweaver directly creates the HTML5 version. But here in the old Dreamweaver, it creates HTML4. So don't worry about the HTML version. Right now we want to learn the CSS part. So that's the reason I am okay with HTML4. But when we reach to the when I do something related to HTML5 version, I will show you what changes we need to do. So now this is a new file I created. So I will be doing now some coding of CSS here. So to add the CSS coding, we already know we have to create the style tag. So I will say style type equal to text CSS. Abbas, since you are new, you will learn what we are doing. So just see what I am doing. If you don't understand, we will talk in the end of the class. So I will create a tag. This tag is called style tag, and it has the ending tag of the style tag, and it has an attribute called as text CSS. So anything which we put inside this tag is the CSS. CSS is something we are giving color, or we are giving the looks to the HTML page. HTML is a part of web development. HTML is a part of web development where we put some content on the page. But CSS is part of web development where we give color, looks to the page. So if we want to give some content, we will use HTML. If we want to give some coloring, then we use the CSS. So let's create something about a CSS, and this is called, I will create one HTML tag that is called div, and I will give the class to div. I will name it as my class. So any HTML tag can have class and ID. See, this is the HTML tag. What is the HTML tag? Div. Div is the HTML tag. If you don't know HTML tag, I will explain you in detail later on. But right now, I assume you know the HTML tag because everybody knows the basics of HTML. And even if you don't know HTML tag, I will explain you in detail in after some time. So in HTML, everything is a tag. This is called body tag, which starts like body tag and ends with a slash body. This is the HTML tag, which starts with HTML and ends with a slash HTML. So similarly, we have a div tag, which starts with the div and ends with a div, and there is a slash because all ending tags should have the slash sign here. So if anything I put inside here, hello world, this will be the part of inside the div tag. So any style sheet which I give to the div tag or the class will be applied to hello world. So let's give some style sheet to this class. To give the style sheet to this class, we always start with the dot sign and then we put this class name. What is the class name? Class. And I start with the curly bracket, end with curly bracket. So anything property, any property which I put in this bracket, apply to this div tag. So we will give properties, CSS properties to this div tag. So I click a split view so that I can see the coding also. I can see the design also, where I can see whatever is happening on the page. So I created a div tag with a class of my class, and I am giving the style sheet to this my class. So to give the style sheet to any class, we start with the dot. So I started with the dot my class, and I started with the curly bracket. Now I will give two properties to this div tag. So generally, div tag, if you see the dot 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 on the design view, that means div tag has taken the whole of the width. It has taken whole width of the page. So if I open this page in the browser, see how it looks. Let me open it in the browser. So it is hello world, though I cannot see the whole width of this div tag. So to see the width of the div tag, I will give some borders to see the width of this div tag. So let me go to the more tools and I will go to the developer tools. And in the developer tools, I will go to elements. In the elements, I'll click the div with the class, my class, and here in the my class property on the right side, I will give some CSS properties. For example, I will say border 1 pixel. Don't worry about border, how to give the border. I'm just giving you to show you what is the size of this div tag. Since I gave the width to this div tag, you will see the size, it will take the whole of the width of the page because we haven't defined the width to this div tag. So now we will define the width to this div tag. I will say width of 500 pixels. So as soon as I say width of 500 pixel, you will see the size has reduced to 500 pixel. I can also give height to this div tag. Okay. So I will give the height to div tag. So let me give height of 300 pixels. So as soon as I give the height of 300 pixel or 200 pixel, you will see that div tag has increased the height of the div tag. So either we can give the width of the div tag and height of the div tag. So any tag in the HTML, we can give width, and width can be given as in the pixels, in the centimeter, in various ways we can give. So right now, if I want to give the width to this class, I will go to the, I can write the width here. I can say width 500 pixels. I can also say height of 300 pixels. So as soon as I say height of 300 pixel, width of 500 pixel, I will give border also for you to visualize on the HTML page, but we are not learning border today. Just don't worry about border. This is only to show you that how much is the size. We are not learning border today. We are learning only width and height. So any CSS any CSS or any HTML tag can be given the width and height to adjust into the page. So sometimes you will be given that the height should be increased to 50 pixels. So you have to give in the class height should be 50 pixels. So let me open this in the browser. Okay. So now you will see the width is 500 pixel, height is 300 pixel. So we can give width and height to any HTML tag. So first thing which we learned in the HTML is what we learned today HTML. We can give width to define the width of the HTML content, and we give the height to define the height of the HTML content. It can be in the pixel or centimeter, or you can also give percentage, and there are many other parameters. Just on the website, pixel is the most common one which we give. We don't give centimeters, but we give percentage sometimes, but we never give centimeter. Though centimeter is one of the units. Here also we give pixel or percentage. So these two are the most common things which we give. Now, if I don't want to write it, you can also ask Dreamweaver to write it. So I can go to the CSS Styles. Can you see on the right side CSS Styles? This is in Dreamweaver 8. If you are using new version, there is a CSS Designer. So depend on which version you are using, you will see different layout. So right now I will be showing you in the 8 version, but if you are using new version, I can show you some other time. If I download the new version of Dreamweaver, I will show you tomorrow or day after tomorrow how to do it in the new version. So for now, if your new version, just you can write down here only width and height in the code. But with the Dreamweaver 8, I can click the My Class and I can edit it. Can you see the edit button? I can click the edit button, and in the edit button, there are different CSS properties mentioned: type, background, block, box, border, list, positioning. So in the positioning, you will see we have width and height. So here I can say 500 pixel of the width and 300 pixel of height. So here I can mention width and height, and I'll click apply. As soon as I apply, you will see the code will be generated in the CSS, and that code is here: height of 300 pixel, width of 500 pixels. So sometimes if you don't remember what is exactly the syntax of width and height, you can go to the Dreamweaver and click the class which you want to edit and click the edit style, and you can go to different properties of the CSS, and you can choose the width and height here, and automatically Dreamweaver will put the height and width here. So initially you can use this CSS design panel till you learn it. Once you remember it, you can type it directly also here in the My Class. Because when you go for interview, they will ask you the code. They will not ask you, oh, how you will do with Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver is only to assist you to do your project or to do the things fast. In the interview, you always need to learn the things. So even though I created this with Dreamweaver, you should learn it should be height and width. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in the HTML5 version, we have new property came for the width and height, which we will see tomorrow. Those properties is called minimum width and maximum width, and we have minimum height and we have maximum height. These 4 properties we will see tomorrow. Right now just we have seen only the width and height. So to give the any HTML tag with the height and width, today we have seen only that part. Tomorrow we will see HTML5 version of width and height, that is the minimum height and maximum height, and minimum width and maximum width. So that is 4 things we will do tomorrow. That's it for today's CSS. Now we will jump to the JavaScript. So let's close this file. So when I'm teaching, you just take the notes, and if you forget to put in anything in the notes, I will send you the recording of today's video. You can watch it again and you can take down the notes later. That is also fine. Or you can also keep the one extra monitor so that as soon as I am teaching, you can practice it simultaneously also if you like. It depends on how you want, you can do this. So let me close this file. I will create a new file for the JavaScript. So let me create new file for the JavaScript. So I have opened 1.html in the JavaScript. I will go to the code view. I will start with the script tag. All JavaScript should be started with a script tag. So anything if I put inside this script tag is the JavaScript. For example, if I put alert hi, this is one of the command of the JavaScript. If I put alert hi and if I open this alert hi, you will see it in the browser. Let me open in the browser. So I opened in the browser 1.html. So it is saying this page says hi because I put alert in the script tag. Alert gives the pop-up like appearance. Okay, let's come. So if I refresh it, it's saying alert hi. Alert is this pop-up box, and I can click OK. So now this is called alert hi. This is one of the commands of the JavaScript. We have many commands in the JavaScript. JavaScript is the most useful subject in the programming, and you should master this JavaScript because anywhere you go for the front-end jobs, they will ask for the JavaScript expertization. So you should be very thoroughly familiar with the JavaScript. So today we will create one function in the JavaScript. I create a function in the JavaScript. Function is created by the keyword function, and I give the name of the function. Maybe I will say my function is what name I give, what name I should give. Let me say let's give the func1. I give the function name as a func1. So how to start with the function? Put the keyword function and put the name of the function. We have done function on that day. I am just repeating because I want to go further of this function. So if I say function is a function1, name is a func1, and I start with round bracket open and round bracket close, and I say curly bracket. And in this function, I can say this dot. I can define some variables inside this function. Okay, we'll do function tomorrow because today I want to do some easy things. I will create one variable. Variable is, for example, var x equal to 23. All the variables should be started with the var keyword. This is the var keyword. And we put the name of the variable. Here I put the name of the variable as x, and I put x equal to 23. Let's say if I don't want x, I will put age equal to 23. I can also put age. So variable name is age. And what is the value of age? It is 23. And if I do alert of age, what will be displayed? It will display 23. So let me do alert of 23. If I refresh, it is saying 23. So I created a variable 23 and I I know that value of age is 23. Now what I want to show you, I want to show you if condition. I want to show you if condition. So what is the syntax of the if condition? Let's learn the syntax of the condition. This is the if condition. So what is the syntax? I will put if any condition, and condition can be anything. And I start with the curly bracket, ends with the curly bracket. So all the if cases will look like this one. It starts with the if, and I put the condition inside it, and I start with the curly bracket, end with the curly bracket. If my condition is true, this condition is true, I will go inside this curly bracket. If my condition is not true, let's say if my condition is not true, then I will not go inside this if condition. Now, how to check the condition is true or not? So to understand this, we will learn some basic parameters. So for example, if I say var age equal to 23, now I will put some condition. Let's say if I want to check age equal to 23. Now this will be true or false. I have defined age equal to 23. Now I am checking if age equal to 23, whether this will return me true or false.
True.
True. Why? Because age is defined as 23 and I am checking if age is 23 or not. Let's try some other condition. If I say age is greater than 24, whether this will be true or false. If I say age is greater than 24, whether it's a true or false. Is whether age is greater than 24 true or false?
False.
False. Because age is not greater than 24. Age is 23. This is the greater. Greater means the age, which is this 23, is greater than 24. Yes or no? No. That means it is false. Let me give you other case. Whether age is less than 24. True or false?
True.
True. Because age is less than 24. Age is currently 23 and I am checking whether age is less than 24. Yes, age is less than 24. Let's take some other example. If I define a variable called as var name equal to Facebook and I am checking what is the name. If I say name equal to Google, is it true or false?
False.
False. So whenever we are checking, we always check with the sign called as equal. And if both the sides are same, then we will say it is true. If any of the side is not same, then it is false. Another check we can do is not equal to. Not equal to means both the sides should not be same. If both the sides is not same, that means it is true. If both sides are same, in this case, then it is false. Let's try to exercise these two things. If I say name equal to Facebook, both the sides are same because name is defined as Facebook already, and then I'm checking whether name is equal to Facebook or not. Is it true or false?
True.
True. Now Carrie will give answer. Only Carrie will give. Nobody will give answer except Carrie. Carrie, are you listening? If you cannot speak, just type it.
Okay.
Okay, I will ask some condition. I will ask name.
False.
Only Carrie will give answer now.
False.
Who is this?
This is Kate.
Kate. Wait, you don't speak now for some time.
Because
Okay.
hello.
I want. Yeah. Hello. What happened?
No, I just okay. I'm back.
Okay. Just give for 2 minutes. Carrie will give, and then I will ask you.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
So, Carrie, just tell me, name equal to Google. Is it true or false? I defined name equal to Facebook initially. Now I'm checking if name equal to Google or not. If name equal to Google or not, but name is actually Facebook. So whether these two conditions will be true or false?
False.
False. Okay, right. Next condition, if I check name equal to Yahoo, is it true or false?
False.
False. If I check name equal to Facebook, is it true or false?
True.
True. Good. Now Kate will answer. No one will answer except Kate. If I say name is not equal to Facebook, is it true or false? Kate?
False.
False. Right. Because it is equal to Facebook. If I'm saying not equal to Facebook, that is false. I will ask another thing. Name not equal to Google.
True.
True. Because it is correct. It's not equal to Google. It's equal to Facebook. So it's correct. And now Abbas will give answer. No one will give answer. Okay. Abbas, can you unmute yourself? Name equal to Facebook. True or false?
True.
Right. Second case. Name equal to Yahoo.
False.
False. That's it. Now you can mute yourself. So this is called condition. Condition should always have equal sign, or we have some other signs like greater than, or greater than equal to, or less than equal to, or equal to, or not equal to. This exclamation sign is called not equal to. So these are the common operations which we use in the comparison in showing the condition. So how to write the condition? If condition, I can say if name equal to Facebook. And if it is true, if this condition is true, I will go inside the curly loop. And if this condition is not true, I will not go inside the curly loop. So this is how we use the if condition. We put the if. What is the syntax of the if condition? Syntax is like that. If condition, then do that. Then go into the curly bracket. So whenever we have true condition, we will go inside the if condition. If we don't have true condition, we will not go inside the if condition. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow we will do more about if condition. We will do if else condition. We will do if else if condition. And we will do more operators like greater than sign, less than sign, greater than equal, less than equal. We will also do and we will also do pipe. I will tell you tomorrow what is difference between these two. If you know, it is better. If you don't know, we will do tomorrow. So this is all about today's class. That is, we did if condition in the JavaScript. Let's do now our project in PHP. So we already did insert, we already did select. I ask you to do the select for all the three tables. Is it done? I ask you to select 3 tables. Is it done?
Yes.
Okay, Carrie? Okay, yes. So select was only limited things I teach you in the select. Today I will show you little more in the select. So to do the select, let's go to the PHP MyAdmin. I will create a new table because Abbas is new and he might be wanted to see how to create the new table, and if we do in the old table he may be lost. So let's create a new table, but we will not do insert now. We did already the insert, so we will not do insert now. We will do select only. So I'm opening the PHP then I'll show you how to create the table again once more and how to go to the select part more in depth. We'll be doing select more in depth. So basically, how is the schedule? In month of June, we will do basics. In the basics, we will learn how to insert into the table, how to select, how to update, how to delete, how to make login page, how to make register page, and we will do little bit of joins in the MySQL. So this is about the basics in the month of June. And in the month of July, we will start with real live project in PHP. So I will be showing you how to build some live projects in PHP. We will do some 3-4 projects in PHP and then we will move to React.js and AngularJS. And we should also be able to build API because PHP is generally used to build the API. So we will build API in PHP, which we will use in React. So this is about the schedule of month June and July. Okay, let's see if it's open or no. Oh man, something wrong. I think my XAMPP is stopped or what? Okay, I'm starting the Firefox, maybe some problem in Chrome. So I will quickly create a table and we'll start with the select part, which we did half yesterday, the select part. So let me create the table very quickly, and then I will teach you how to create table again after a couple of days, but right now just see how I'm doing. You already have the user account. You already have the database which you created just now today. I'll go into the database, let's say day 1. I also create a database called a day 1. So let me create I already created 3 tables on that day. Let's create one more table today. I will name it as fourth table, and I click go. I will choose the number of columns to 4 or 5, whatever you want. Right now 4 is okay for this table. I click go button. It's a little slow. My computer is a little slow. So we have to create the columns here for the table. First column should be ID. So I will create the first column as ID. First column should have the index of primary. So I will choose the primary here. Once I choose the primary, it's loading something. Let's see what happens now after loading. It gives me some pop-up. I'll say go. I'll not worry about right now the name and all. And I'll choose the AI. AI is the auto increment. That means ID will automatically increase to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll choose checkbox this one. Then I'll choose the second column, whatever I want to choose. Let's say I want to insert the category. So I will put the name of category and I'll make it varchar. Varchar, you can put normal text, few lines of text, and I will give the length exactly to 255, and then I'll say null true. Then I'll create another field called as sorting. Sorting means which should come first, which should come second. In the sorting, I'll create an integer and I'll put 11 as a length, and I'll put null as a default. That's it. I will create only 3 fields: ID, category, and sorting. That's it. I want to create that much. I will create my SM storage engine. And why my SM? Don't worry about it. Right now, just create my SM and click the save. So I created the table. I created the table. That's loading. It takes time to create the table. So table is created. Generally, we can build the PHP file to insert into the fourth table. But right now, I'm not doing the insert part. So I will not show you insert part today. We will do insert. Okay, so to change the storage engine, I can go to the operations. If I want to change the storage engine to MySM to InnoDB or InnoDB to MySM, I go to operations. And in the operations, I can change the storage engine. So even if I selected MySM initially, I can change to InnoDB or from InnoDB to MySM. So we can change MySM, but there is some limitation which we will not do now. So I will insert directly record here. Generally, we have to build the insert form in the PHP for the user, but right now we are not doing insert form for the user. So we are doing, we will be inserting through the database only, and then our main goal is to learn the select part. So right now I'm inserting through this control panel only. So let's say first category is, for example, jobs, and I will give the ID, sorting ID of 1. Next category is, let's say, personal. I will give the sorting of 2. I will go to another one. I am adding the records in this table. Okay, 2 records has been added. Let me add some more. I will add services. Maybe this is 3. Then I will add sale and buy kind of thing. So I will say 4. Let's say I am building category like Craigslist. Okay, so let's change. Let's put some more categories. Maybe buy, the sorting of 5, and maybe add one more called as gigs 6. Okay, so that's it. So we have created 6 categories. Now we will go into the PHP and learn how to select the 6 categories and how to show it to the user. So now if I browse it, I will see 6. We will take 15 minutes more because we started 15 minutes late because of installation in a Abbas computer. So let's do some more time. So we have this category, jobs, personal, sale, buy, gigs. So I want to show these categories to the user in the PHP file. So I'll go to the Dreamweaver. We'll open the new file. So here is our basics. Here is our basics. In the basic, we completed browse 1. So I asked you to do browse 2, browse 3. So let me do browse 2 for this 4th table. I will create a new file. I will go to the dynamic page. I will click the PHP. I will click the create. I will go into the design view and I will say categories. Now I want to show all the categories. And here I will save file as browse2.php. So I want to show all the categories. So what I'll do, I'll go to the application panel. We have already set up the database. I know Abbas is new, he don't know how to set up the database. So Abbas, when you download the Dreamweaver 8 in the Windows machine, I will show you how to create the database, this connection. Right now, since you don't have Dreamweaver 8, and it will take some time to show you this connection, I will show you tomorrow once you are ready with the Dreamweaver 8. So let's go to the server behavior. And since it is a select, what is the first step? First step is to create the record set. So I will click the record set. In the record set, I will name the record set. Maybe I say RS categories. Since I want to display categories, I will name it as a categories. Then I will choose the connection, CONN. And in connection, I will see all the tables. Since we created 4th table for the categories, I will click the 4th table. And in the 4th table, I have ID, category, and sorting. Right now, I'm not concentrating on this part of the record set. I will just click OK. I can edit this record set by double clicking again. I will get all the fields already pre-filled. I will click the test button to see the records. I can see all the records here. I will click OK and I will click OK again. Now I want to display all the records here. So display all the records here. I will go to the insert one and I'll click the application objects and I'll click the dynamic data. This all you have done on the Friday. So I'm going little fast. I will repeat this again slowly after few days when Abbas will be little ready with all the things. So right now just Abbas, you watch it. In few days I will repeat the same thing slowly when you are ready with Dreamweaver 8 and when you feel comfortable after few days. If I click dynamic table, I will click dynamic data and I will click dynamic table. Once I click dynamic table, do I want to select all the records or I want to select 10 records at a time? Since I don't want to do pagination now here, because when you go to the Craigslist, you see all categories on one page. You don't see pagination, and because it is limited number. So I don't want to go with the 10 records at a time. I want to show all the records at a time. So I will choose all the records at a time. Today we are not doing pagination. We are just selecting the category and displaying it. I will say OK. Once I say OK, all the records will be shown here. Right now you don't see the records, but you see the PHP code is there. Some PHP code is there. If I go to the code level, you will see some PHP code is generated here. Some PHP code is generated here. Don't worry about what is this code about. I will explain each line of code later when you are ready to absorb that. Right now, just understand that some code is created here at the top and some code is created in the body. I will save it. If I watch this in the browser, you will see let me open into the browser. So you will see all the categories here. So I can see, though the table is very small, I did not give the width and width and spacing. So you will see all the categories are displayed here with the sorting. Though Craigslist category doesn't look like this, but functionality wise, I want to show all the categories. So let's make it 100%. So I will select this table and I will choose the width of 100%. And I will make the top heading as bold. And then again I will see. Again I will see this select in the browser. I'll refresh it. So you will see the 100% width of the table. And I can see all the categories here. And I can see sorting here. So now main thing which I want to show you is this. I will open the record set. I want to show you something about this part of the select. We already did the top part on Friday and I gave you the homework to do for the 2 more tables. So I am pretty sure you understood this part clearly. Now we have to do this part today. Not both the parts. Let's do sorting part today. So if I want to sort that all the jobs should be ascending order with the category name. If I make the category name in the ascending order, which will be the first one? First one will be the buy. So buy should come in the top. It should be ascending order with the category name. So to make the ascending and descending order of the category, I will choose the sorting. Which field I want to sort? I want to sort on the category. Whether I want ascending or descending. Let's say if I want ascending. And if I test it now, you will see it has sorted with the category B, G, J, P, S, S. And if I click OK, and if I upload it, and let's see in the browser, now you will see all the categories is in the ascending. Buy, gigs, jobs, personal, sale, services. Tomorrow I don't want in ascending, I want in descending. So I will go here, I will edit this record set, I will double click it, and instead of ascending, I will say descending. And I'll click OK. and I'll upload it, and I'll refresh it. So once I refresh it, you will see S is in the top, S, S, P, J, G, B, by. So now we have descending order of the category. Let's do ascending order of sorting. So I will double click the record set, and instead of category, I will do sorting as ascending. So now I will choose the field sorting and I will do ascending, and I'll click OK. I will go to the page and I can refresh the page. If I refresh the page, you will see sorting is based on the sorting field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even I don't need to go to the browser. I can check it in the Dreamweaver only. I'll click the record set, and instead of ascending, I will do descending, and then I'll test it. So it's saying 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So sorting is based on this sorting field. So whenever we want to sort something, ascending or descending, we can make through this panel. This is called sorting panel. In the sorting panel, we make it ascending or descending. Now, for the more advanced user, how this is achieved, how sorting is achieved, how we select the fields from the table. We can click advanced and see what happens. If I click advanced, you will see this is the MySQL statement. And based on this MySQL statement, it is showing the records. Right now, I don't want you to go to this advanced setting. We will learn advanced setting in few days. Right now, let's go to the simple view only and try to select it based on the simple view. Tomorrow, we will do this filter part. So we have already done this top part. We have done this test part. We have done this sorting part. Hope you understood this sorting part. Is sorting part clear with you? You have to unmute yourself and tell me. Okay, is sorting part clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So Abbas, you are new. You will need some time to really understand what's happening.
Yeah.
So right now, just observe it. In few days, you will, capture what other people are doing. So right now, just see it. So this part which I am explaining you is not there in Dreamweaver newer versions, and so I don't want you to practice in the newer version for this part. But for CSS and HTML part, you can use the newer version. So what we did, we selected the table from the top part, and then we sorted based on the last part. So many times we need sorting. Click sorting. We should sort based on the category, or we should based on the sorting. So we should always use this panel for the sorting kind of thing. So tomorrow we'll see the filter. So for understanding the filter, you should understand little bit of PHP, which I haven't started it, but I will tell you today what you need to understand in PHP. If I select any field here, you will see there is URL parameter, there is form variable, there is cookie, session variable, server variable, and entered value. So before teaching this part, I want to teach you all these parameters. So tomorrow what we will do, we'll try to understand what is the difference between each of these parameters. Once you know the difference between each of the parameters, then you will be able to understand what is the filter is. Right now I'm doing none. Don't worry about filter today. Let's understand filter tomorrow, and we will see that tomorrow. So right now just practice this sorting. So whatever homework you did yesterday for the browse 1, browse 2, browse 3, just try to add the sorting in each one. So this is the homework. You have to add sorting in each of the file which you did as a homework. So for example, I'll go to the browse one. I will choose anything, for example, first name, and I will make it ascending and I will test it. Since there is no data, you don't see it. So something like that, you have to do sorting in all the files. This is the homework. So I will write down the homework, whatever you did in browse 1.php, browse 2.php, browse 3.php, you have to add sorting parameter. How you will add the sorting parameter? By double clicking the record set. You have to double click the record set and you have to add the sorting. So this is all about today's class. So we will meet tomorrow 9 o'clock. So tomorrow the class will exactly from 9 to 10. Today, since we started little bit late, so I took little bit more time to finish the subject which I want to teach you. So after this class, I will send you the recording